What is up, YouTube? This is Lucanasia here from the Gamer Zone, bringing you a game which just came out today. City Skylines, produced by Colossal Order and published by Paradox Interactive. This is my first time opening the game, so I'll be interested to see what we got here. So the options we have in the main menu, at least. So we have the option to make a new game. There doesn't appear to be a tutorial, which will be. Hopefully it shouldn't affect us too much, because I'm not actually sure how to use the game yet. So, okay, so what we got in here, tools. So, I know that you can create your own custom assets in the game. It looks like you can create your own custom maps as well, which might be quite useful for modding things. It is actually Steam Workshop enabled, as you can see there on the right. People can create their own sort of assets and their own maps and kind of share them on Steam Workshop, so you can just download them. So I'll be interested to see what the community comes up with that. Content Manager. It looks like this is just all the different maps that we've got enabled. Obviously no save games, but I'm guessing you can get them on Steam Workshop as well. Okay. Right, assets, we don't have any at the moment. Mods, hard mode, well, we don't want to enable that because I don't really know what I'm doing. Unlimited money, we probably don't want that either, because otherwise that will make the game too easy. And unlock all, well, to be honest, if we unlock all straight away, I'll be building stupid buildings at the start and it just will be pointless. Nothing from the Steam Workshop yet, so I haven't got anything from the any of the Beast buildings here. I think these are just some of the ones that people have produced today. Options menu, so what have we got graphics wise? Not that much to change, to be honest. I've put everything on the highest settings already, but other than that, it doesn't seem to be that much changeable. And unfortunately, it's only full screen and window mode, so I normally like to have my games in window borderless. But it looks like we've only got the option of full screen or windowed, so I will play in full screen on this one. Might turn the music volume down a touch, because the while it is very nice, the menu music, it's obviously does get a bit repetitive. Gameplay wise, so you can see, okay, so you can bind all your keys, which is pretty good. I don't think I'll be binding anything at the moment, because I don't know if there's any form of tutorial. And other than that, it just seems to be other miscellaneous stuff. I've logged into, or rather I've created a Paradox account for this game. I don't know what benefits it provides, but I thought I would sign in and create one for that. Right, let's get straight into it, shall we? New game. Right, okay, so what have we got the choice of here? So, Green Plains, River Run. I'm guessing that's going to have a few more fast-flowing rivers in it. Black Woods. I'm guessing that's sort of a more forested area. I've watched a few streams of this before it actually came out on Twitch and YouTube and such, and I've seen that you can have sort of like industries based on the sort of land that you have. So I'm guessing with the Black Woods, you'd sort of have a logging industry. Islands, okay. Islands, I'm guessing, would be sort of like a touristy industry, so you'd have lots of hotels or something like that, I'd imagine. Sandy Strands, 2 rivers. Again, I guess it would be quite good for logging with all those trees there. Sandy Beach, I imagine, again, touristy area. Diamond Coast. Are there lots of diamonds there? Who knows? Oh, right, okay, so turns out I'm completely ignoring the stats at the bottom of the screen. So you've actually got all the stats at the bottom. So you've got oil resources, farming resources, and forestry resources. So take, for example, this lagoon shore. Pretty good on forestry, pretty good on ore, alright on farming, and not so good on oil. I think for the first one we'll take one of the most balanced maps. So I think we shall just take the first one, which is the Green Plains. Suitable weather building is 74%, 76, 70, 60, 57, 78, 69. Okay. I think we should just start off with the... Oh, and we get the option for left-hand traffic as well, which will be good for us in the United Kingdom, of course, because we drive on the correct side of the road, not the right side. Anyway, let's start in and see what we need to do. Hopefully it will give us some tips on what we actually need to do to start a city. I know that all you start with is a plot of land. So you start off with quite a small area of what I've seen, but you can actually purchase other areas around. So you move with the WASD keys. I was trying to move with the arrow keys then, and it wasn't working very well. I don't know how to rotate. So, okay, so let's read the tutorial then. Let's start by building some roads and zoning the areas next to them. Buildings will spawn in the zoned areas and you will unlock new city services and building as your city grows. For more help, click on the question mark button. It will provide you with information regarding your menu that you have open. Okay, so get rid of that one. So, okay, so it's asking us to build a road first of all. So I'm guessing we're joining onto this one, which gets onto the highway there. So what roads have we got? Roads need to be built to provide areas for buildings and city services. Larger roads allow for faster travel and greater amounts of traffic. This helps service vehicles and reach citizens more efficiently. Roads with decoration produce less noise pollution. So that's obviously where you can get like the sides with the trees and stuff like that. To change the road type, try upgrading tool. Choose a road type and click on an existing road. If you wish to demolish pieces of the highway going through a map tile, you can do this as long as the roads from your city connect to the remaining parts. Okay. So at the moment we've got just a 2-lane road. We don't have any dual lane roads or triple lane roads or even highways available to us yet. No intersections either. Okay, so we'll just have to select a normal road. It'd be nice if we could... I wonder if you can, right? Aha! Okay, so you use Q and E to rotate the camera. That's obviously quite nice there. So I'm going to create a nice straight road. And I imagine, like most of these sort of tools, it's left click to place and kind of right click to cancel. Hold the middle mouse button to move. Okay, so middle mouse button, it seems, gives us a sort of like freedom to move in between. Okay, well, let's create some intersections between them, because that would probably be a good idea. Space area occupied. Okay, so... there we go. So now we have a way of interconnecting them, which helps there. I'm still trying to use the... Okay, so... we need to start off by building some houses, I think, which would be a good start for people to live. So, okay, so we've done some roads. Now, I'm guessing we pick the zoning one next. Now, there's several different types of zoning, as far as I am aware. So there is green, which is residential. You start off with the low density stuff. Basically, difference between low density and medium density is slightly larger buildings. So say, for example, if you had a high density one, it would be like a giant apartment block. Okay, so we got obviously the low density resident zone, high density, which we don't unlock yet, or we haven't unlocked yet rather. Low density commercial zone, so this is stuff like shops, I imagine, so your Tesco's, your Asda's, putting in those corporate names to the UK there. Right, high density commercial zone, I'm guessing that's stuff like your shopping centres. Okay, industrial zone. Now, I'm guessing that is to do with factories and creating commerce and jobs as well for your people, because of course they're not just going to come to live and retire, because that won't make your city any money. Now, okay, next one, we've got office zones. We haven't unlocked offices yet, but obviously offices is for high skilled workers. So I think, as far as I'm aware, there are two types of worker. There are low skilled worker and high skilled worker. You generally get low skilled workers working in the likes of factories and shopping centres, sort of like doing your retail, your standard factory jobs. Whereas you get high skilled people who like to do office zones, so they would be like business people or working in the service industry like IT or something like that. And we finally got D zone, so that would literally just clear the zone there. So if I mark this one for residential, can I? Is there a way I can multi-select? No. If you place a building on a road or in the wrong spot, you can bulldoze it. If you bulldoze a recently placed item, you get most of your money back. You can also move service buildings. Just click on them and choose relocate. Okay, so I'm just wondering if there is a way that we can just select one area. Doesn't appear to be at the moment. Okay. What I'll do is just extend this road here. And then what we'll do is we shall extend this road here. And I'm just going to create some roads in between. Just do it the most efficient way. So by doing it this way, we are filling in the most spots as we can. What we're doing is creating some traffic in between them. So if I mark all of these for residential, okay, so we will have some okay, so what we haven't actually done is we've built these houses, yet we haven't actually given them any water or electricity yet. So good thing for us to do is obviously get some water and electrics to our city. So if we go on water, we should be able to build, not water tower, water pumping station, water. We don't want a water drain pipe. Right, okay. So if we build water draining station, and then what we do is we take some of that there and we start piping it to the city. Now this isn't going to work straight away because our water pump needs power, so let's sort out some power, shall we? Now we can't sort of generate a well, there's a coal power plant here, but it probably wouldn't be a good idea to create that start of all. So what I'm going to do is create a wind turbine. Nice clean energy. We'll put 2 of them in. Okay, so now what we need to do is try and match up these to the city. So anywhere in the blue area is where is provided with electricity. So what you do is you put a pylon down and just pylon it into another blue area, and basically the rest will all connect up. So water. So we need to make sure that we have water around the city. So now the second aspect of water is obviously what happens after all of it disappears down the drain, we should say. And for that we need sewage. So as you can see, there are lots of, I don't even know what they are. It looks like, oh, it's a sewage drain. Okay, so we need to set a sewage plant up. So what would be advisable is to do it as low in the river as possible. Now the reason for this is you don't really want it above river, because you can see the flow of the river here is going down in this direction. You obviously don't want to collect water after you've pumped out the sewage, because if you do that, you're going to end up with some very, very unhealthy people. So what we need to do now is provide some power to that sewage plant. So now it has power, and what we need to do as well is connect the water pipes. So take that there and connect it up. Okay, so we've unlocked the economy panel. So this is where we can set our budgets. So we can tax people more for the electricity if we need more money, I'm guessing. So, but don't forget, this will also cause people to leave because they obviously don't want to pay high taxes. Imagine you at the end of your month when you get your pay packet, you really don't want to get yourself well, most of the money taken away by the government. So, right, okay, so what we need is somewhere to actually work. So, what we'll do is we will create an industrial zone. So, if I take, yeah, okay, I realise there's a new zone available. If we go off this side, go right to the edge. Okay, we can't actually go that far to the edge. Then connect these up. Okay, so what we'll do is if we set the zoning option, we'll set this bit to a commercial zone. And what we'll do is we'll create an industrial estate over here. And what that does is that gives us some places for these residents that have just moved into work. So if we just set some more residential up, should be good for our economy there. Right, okay, so we'll just wait for all this to build up, and we should find that what I haven't done, remind myself while I'm here to do it, let's give all these companies some water. Doesn't have to be that neat, the piping. I probably would be quite anal about it, but not really bothered, because as long as it's in the blue area, then they're provided with water. So electricity. So we don't actually have to provide anything for that industrial estate, because everything is dealt with by underground wires, thankfully. Luckily you don't have to place them. Electricity availability. So you might notice as well, we've had these red and green bars with yellow as well, which kind of tells us how much electricity we're producing or how much water wastage we have. So sewer treatment at the moment we have plenty of, so we could reduce the tax on that if we wanted. Water availability as well is quite good for all of our industry and people that are living here. Again, electricity is doing quite well. I think we could stand to put another one of these up, only because we're starting to move towards the yellow. So, okay, so can I move that across there? Yes, I can. Oh, very sad. I've accidentally deleted one of the houses after they moved in, so obviously not a good idea there. Right, okay, we'll set these all up as residential zones. Oh, I've accidentally dezoned that one. So, I've obviously done something wrong with the power here, so let's see what I've just done. Ah, okay, so I've just broken the link, so what we need to do is... So somehow I need to remove these. I don't actually know how to remove them. Okay, so we've got the bulldozer tool. Okay. What we'll do instead, if we just send some power here. Is that going to provide us with enough power? Yep, there we go. Okay, so try to avoid putting some electricity cables over houses, because they tend to not like it. Right, okay, we'll set all these last bits of zones up as residential, and we need to allow our population to grow. So our city's now making money, and we're actually gaining population at the moment, which is a good start. What we can do as well for commercial, let's see if we can set that as commercial as well, because that will help them out. Right, okay, so I've been recording for 20 minutes in this episode, so I think we have covered most of the basics now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it off here, and we will see you in the next episode. So feel free to like, comment and subscribe on our videos. It always helps us out and doesn't cost you a thing or anything like that, just a couple of seconds of your time. Right, okay, I will see you in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and this is Tukanesia from the Gamer Zone.